What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new Amazon video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some breaking news, I guess you can call it. It's not really breaking news, but it's something new that has happened for pretty much all Amazon employees, at least all Amazon employees throughout the United States. I can't speak for those in the UK or those in Canada. I'm not sure what's going on over there, if you guys are getting raises too, but for most sites, it seems like most American sites are getting raises. Now, I don't know for sure, and I cannot guarantee if this is for every single site in America. I honestly don't think it is, but I think it is for most sites, maybe like 50 to 75% of sites, probably like 75% of sites are getting raises. I've talked to a lot of different people on my Discord, a lot of different people in my comments. I posted up a poll the other day, and it seems like, yeah, this is not just happening to my site only. It's also happening to a lot of sites around the country. At first, I thought this was only in Texas, but it turns out that, yeah, pretty much all the sites throughout the country are getting them. Not all, but of course, like I said, most. And today we're just going to be discussing those raises. Are they enough? How do I feel about the raises? I'm going to be giving my thoughts and opinions on it. With that being said, go ahead and join my Discord if you haven't already. The link is always in the description down below. We have a whole section for Amazon chat only, where you could just talk about things related to Amazon, things like this raises that is going on right now, and just general chat in general, where we just talk about our lives, what we're doing that day, whatever. We talk about whatever in there. So go ahead and join it down in the description below, and let's get straight into the video. So I'm going to be talking about the raise, obviously. My site specifically, for my role, I have been at Amazon for over 2 years, but as a blue badge, as a permanent blue badge employee, technically I've only been here for 23 months. So actually today I just realized I'm filming this on Monday, October 3rd. I had just hit 2 years. It has now been 24 months. So the raise, I don't know when the raise kicks in exactly, because my site, they had meetings. Unfortunately, I missed the meeting. I wasn't picked whenever they did the meeting for Stowe, and I am an inbound stower, so I missed out on the meeting entirely. So I don't know the exact date that the raise is meant to be given out for my site, but what I do know is that for my position, or for my tenure, I am currently now today 24 months, but when they announced the raises, I was 23 months. So I'm not for sure if I'm going to be given the 23-month raise, which would be the 18th-month raise, or if I'm going to be given the 24-month raise, which would be the 2-year raise, obviously. But either way, I'm going to go into detail kind of how much the raises are at my site. I'm just going to pull it up on my phone real quick. So the original starting pay at my site and at most sites throughout the Texas area, or at least throughout the Houston area, was $15.50. That was the bare minimum that a tier 1 associate can make. They are now going to be making $16, so a 50-cent raise. If you were here for 6 months as a permanent blue badge, you'll be going from $15.75 to $16.40. 12 months is $16 to $16.80. 18 months is $16.25 to $17.20. So I was making $16.25. Now I'm going to be making $17.20. 24 months is $16.50 to $17.60, and then 36 months is from $17.65 to $18.40. Now, let me get into my thoughts on this. And first off, I just want to say really quickly, I am happy that we are getting a raise. Don't get me wrong, this has been much needed for very, very long now. We've needed a raise for definitely throughout this entire year, where everything has just been so much more expensive. Gas has gotten so much more expensive. Groceries are so much more expensive. Your general like daily cost of living things are just so much more expensive no matter what. And sometimes you even go to your favorite fast food restaurants or your favorite dine-in restaurants, and the meals there, the prices are even more expensive than they were a year ago. Everything pretty much has just gone crazy. The inflation is crazy right now. So I've been saying this before. I think I made a video, I don't know how many months ago, maybe like 4 to 6 months ago, maybe even 8 months ago, on should we be getting raises right now. Back then I said yes, we should, and to this day we're finally getting one. I even had a comment recently, they said in that video, yeah, we need one, but we're not going to get one. Surprisingly, we are getting one, thankfully. Most of us in America are. And honestly, my thoughts on this is just like, yeah, I'm thankful for it. Don't get me wrong, I'm really, really happy. I'll go into a rant now, but before I do go into the rant, of course, I'm happy about it, and it's about damn time. We needed a raise. We should have had one a long time ago. But the truth is, and the fact of the matter is that, at least in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure, not even pretty sure, I've seen this on Reddit, I've seen it in my Discord, a lot of us associates feel the same way. It's not enough. It's just not enough. Now, before I get into it not being enough, I do want to say as well, the fact that I'm going from $16.25, which is what I made currently, to $17.20, 95 cents? 95 cents. I don't know why, but it just bothers me so much that it's not a full dollar. Like, why did they hold back on that extra nickel? 75, or sorry, I might have said 75 cents. I don't know what I don't know what I just. I'm really tired. 95 cents. If I said 75 cents, I meant 95 cents. I don't know what I said though. But 95 cents. We couldn't even get a full dollar. Not even a full dollar. Like, you couldn't just. Now, this isn't me ranting about not making enough money. This part specifically is not, but it just really bothers me on paper that I'm getting a 95-cent raise and not a full dollar. Now, like I said, I just hit my 24-month mark literally today, so I don't know when the raise kicks in, but if the raise kicks in a few days, then I will be getting the full, I will be making $17.60, so I'll be getting a dollar more, like $1.35 more, so at least that is over a dollar at the bare minimum. But the fact that the people who have only been here for 18 months are only getting 95 cents, there's just something that 95 not being an even number, is just something really bothers me about that. Like, why couldn't you just kick up the extra 5 cents to get to the dollar? But that's beside the point. That's besides the whole point of the video. I just wanted to go on a small little rant and just be like, why did you hold back the nickel? Why? But with that being said, the dollar. A lot of us are getting a dollar. One of my friends who is in my Discord as well, shouts out to you, Haas. You said your site is just getting a dollar as well. And honestly, I gotta be completely honest here. I'm just very, very disappointed with that. I've also seen, like, if you're just a tier 1 on my site and you only just got here less than 6 months, you're only getting a 50-cent raise, which you're probably excited about regardless because you haven't been there that long to begin with. But for those who have been here for a while, who have been working their ass off for like the past 2 years here, honestly, it's disappointing. I think in my last video, whenever I talked about the raise recently, like 6 to 8 months ago, however long ago that video was, I remember in that video saying that a lot of jobs, I either said that they were picking up their bare minimum wage to $18 or $20. I might have said $20, but I don't really remember for sure. But in that video, I did state $18 or $20 is like the new minimum wage pretty much for jobs like Target and jobs like Walmart and jobs like those where, you don't need that much experience to get in, but you can get in and you'll be making at least $18 to $20. Again, I don't remember what I said in that video, but I'm just going to say 20. From now on, I'm just going to use 20 as an example. I genuinely believe that with the cost of living, even let's exclude the current cost of living, let's just go back a year ago. Even with that, I still genuinely think, or even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I do think that for a job like Amazon, for full-time employees who are going in, risking their physical health and just putting in a shift, putting in work, working 40 hours a week. During November and December, we're working 60 hours a week, sometimes 50 to 60, depending on how much MET or VET you take. But overall, we're just working really hard, and I think that, like I said earlier, 20 should probably have been the minimum. And I didn't think that Amazon was going to do a raise recently. I mean, soon. I honestly didn't believe that we would get a raise soon. I didn't think that we were going to get any raise at all this year, especially because with everything going on and how our economy was impacted early on this year, I really thought that if we were going to get a raise, it would have been then and not now. But we're getting one now, and a little bit late, but I'm still thankful for it. Like I said earlier, I'm still grateful to have a raise, but I just think that it should have been $20 minimum. I know that's asking for a lot, but I truly believe that as an Amazon employee, that our minimum pay should be $20 an hour. Now, maybe I'm just stretching, but I just think that's just how it should be, especially for those who are living in higher cost of living states. It's insane because if you're making like $17 or $18 in a higher cost of living state, you ain't getting your own apartment. You're not able to really live on your own. It's pretty much impossible, especially without roommates. You could probably do it with a few roommates, but just trying to go out there and live out on your own, and you're only making like $18 or $19 an hour, it's just pitiful. Especially where some states where the minimum wage is like $15 over there, you're only making like $3 over minimum wage, which if I was making that here in Texas, that'd be awful. And I just, like I said, I am pretty disappointed the fact that we only moved up. For me specifically, I only moved up 90 cents, maybe $1.35, but that's only because of tenure. But I moved up, let's just say 95 cents, and I've seen other people, a lot of people in my comments saying that they got a raise as well, and it's only 50 cents. Some of them are getting $1. I haven't heard over $1 yet, dollar is the most that I have heard, but 50 cents and a dollar, it's just not enough. It's not enough. With the way that the economy has changed over the last couple of years, especially moving in and transitioning from 2020 into 2021 and into 2022, it's just groceries. Like I said, groceries are so much more expensive. Gas is so much more expensive. Thankfully, gas has gone down a little bit, but it's still like triple what it was just a couple of years ago. It's insane. Like, we are just not making enough money, and I don't think that the jump from 1625 to 1720 is enough to match what the economy is hitting us with, especially for me with gas prices and with grocery prices going insane this year. I have had to put aside so much more money, and I have had to budget so much more money into general expenses like groceries and gas every single month, and it has taken a toll and it's taken an impact on, my financial stability. And not saying that I'm like broke or anything like that. I'm definitely not struggling or anything like that. I'm thankful to be in the position where I'm still fine, but I've had to readjust my budget significantly and put aside a lot more money than previous years and previous months, especially because things and the price of everything is just rising a lot. And I don't think that Amazon is paying our employees, especially, like I said, those in higher cost of living. I'm willing to admit that Texas is pretty much overall, at least in Houston, is a very cheap place to live, and it's very affordable, especially compared to other cities and other states. But for those who are in other states and other cities, especially like if you're in California or something like that, like, it's just, and you're only getting $1 raise. Let's say you made 18 minimum and now you're making 19. It's just not enough. And honestly, like, I'm just disappointed. I thought that if we were going to get a next raise, I thought we were going to be competitive. Amazon is calling this competitive. I can't say that it is. Don't get me wrong, it's not horrible. Like, there's still a lot of jobs around here in Houston still paying $7.25, which is the minimum wage. I'm very grateful for Amazon, and I'm very grateful to be making as much money as I have made with Amazon. And I'm just overall thankful for that, because there's not that many jobs around here that are going to hire me immediately without an interview and pay me this much money. So I am grateful for them. Don't get me wrong. Why did I say don't get me Don't get me wrong. But I just think that it could have been more, and it probably should have been more. And yeah, I guess I've went into detail, and there's not really much more I can say. I think that the raise should have been more. I personally think we should be making $20 minimum. If you're an Amazon employee, I think that you should be making, no matter what state you live in, you should definitely be making at least $20 minimum. But it's all subjective. You guys might have different opinions. You guys might think something different entirely. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Are you happy? Did your site get a raise? If they did, let me know down in the comments below. Again, I don't know if this raise is for everyone in the United States, but I know that I'm hearing that a lot of sites, like sites in Oregon, sites in California, sites in Texas, sites in Arizona, pretty much all over the state, sites in Oklahoma as well, we're getting raises. And so I'm like I said, I'm very thankful for it. I'm happy to be making more money than I was yesterday. I'm grateful for that, and I'm thankful to get a raise. But we waited this long. It's been so long since we had the last raise, and we waited this long just to get another dollar. In my case, I didn't even get a full dollar, and in a lot of cases, you guys got 50 cents. I don't think it's enough, and I think we should be making minimum 20. But let me know down in the comments below what you think about this video. Let me know, are you happy with how much you're making now? Are you happy with the raises? Do you think that $1 or however much you got is enough? Let me know down in the comments below how much you did get as well. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. I just came on and I wanted to discuss the raises. Like I said, sorry if your site isn't getting a raise. I should be grateful that we're getting one to begin with. And I am. I just wish that it was more. I guess maybe I'm just overreaching and overstepping my boundaries by making this video, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I make Amazon content like this daily. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. And again, let me know down in the comments below what kind of raises you got and all that. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. I love you all. Peace.